2K Sports. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you what promises to be a very exciting Friday night matchup. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's Neely and it's Solomon in at the 4. And for Indiana, so Indiana wins the tip. Passes to Ray. Tipped away. Fires high post. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. On defense, Indiana. Young passes to Williams. Here's Neely. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And he is a persistent defender too, Steve. I mean, even if he gets caught behind on the break, he'll bust his behind to get back into the play and maybe come up with a block at the last second.
First team foul.
Now the pass to Ray. Clock at 6. Here's Perkinson. A stupendous finish in traffic. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with the home team's head coach. There was one point in particular that he emphasized. This is a very fast team they're up against, and he told me that their goal will be to force them to earn their points in the half-court offense, not get loose in transition, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. And so it's Indiana with it.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass it away. From the arc. And that one's good. 5 points in the game.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Now, here is Young. Passes it to Solomon. Back to Young. Outside Williams.
Come get it, come get it.
Rejected by Ray. Here's Dennis. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Number 34. He's guarded by Williams. Gets it to go.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's the pass to Neely. On the wing, Williams. Unloads. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Now, here is Young. Williams passes to Solomon. Young outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Indiana leading by 3. That's tipped. Launches it. Rebound by Neely. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's Young on the wing. The 3. It's rebounded by Dennis. They block right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right.
So it's Indiana with it. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Samuels the pass to Dixon. There's the killer two-handed slam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Here's Foster. Sanders defended by Samuels. Sanders' shot is good.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Indiana leading. Here is Wilcox.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
And again, it's Indiana converting. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Indiana out in front, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Indiana?
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Kicks it to Sanders. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look. Yeah, he always gives the fans a temporary souvenir, it seems like, blocking 2 or 3 shots into the 10th row. Of course, you got to give the ball back, so very temporary souvenir.
We're going to have to change that because in baseball, when they knock those foul balls, they don't go check
You can keep them, that's right.
Yeah, same with the NFL. If the ball happens to get by the net,
Yeah,
you can keep the ball.
That, right. Well, we need to change that in basketball.
I agree.
And, Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Indiana leading by 4. Samuels dishes to Wilcox. Knocked loose. let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Curtis. Doris, what do you have?
Gentlemen, Ray Allen, three-point shooter in NBA history. It's a shot crafted by endless reps in the gym, and he thinks being a bit, quote, obsessive-compulsive may have fed into his legendary dedication. He recalled back when he was 8 years old. He always had to make 5 left-handed layups and 5 right-handed layups before he could leave the gym. But one day, another team needed the gym, and he had to leave before he could complete his ritual. He said, "I cried. It messed up my day." Guys, it sounds strange, but that's Ray.
The Doris, for all of his downsides, that devotion to repetition is part of what's made Allen such an amazing shooter. At the end of the day, it certainly worked for him.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And Indiana making a change here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Foster kicks to Sanders. Pass to Mitchell. He's against Mullins. Dishes to Foster. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Foster's got 5 points so far.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come. But
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's the fast break. There's the 3. Good. Foster's got 8 here in the quarter.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Careless play for him. There's 3 turnovers now in the quarter. He's got to do better.
And Indiana making a change here. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Sanders passes to Anderson. Here's Stallworth. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Here is Wilcox. It's a 6-point game. Dixon's checked in for Indiana. They get a hand on it. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys, not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient, work the ball, and find a high percentage shot.
So timeout call here, the first for Indiana.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Ray. And the rejection by Sanders. Anderson outside. Leads him in there. Fast break. Here comes Indiana.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Foster kicks to Sanders. Feeds to Anderson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, that didn't go down, but those are exactly the plays coaches like to see.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Anderson. 59 seconds left now here in the second. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Through Grinitz. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And Indiana making a change here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. Gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Down low, here's Seymour. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers. Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Here's Dennis. Offline with his 3. Gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And Foster kicks to Mitchell. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Foster. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And so we wrap up the first half. The away team, they lead by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's halftime, and I'm Damon Bruce, ready to bring you our halftime show. Some good basketball for the away team. The three-point shooting, ridiculous. They're knocking down everything. And it's been a solid effort to hang in there for Indiana. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right and close and converting the kind of buckets they want. That'll be all for this episode. It's in the books. I'm all done reading. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint. And a bird's-eye view of the American Airlines Arena, nestled on the waters of Biscayne Bay, as we return to South Florida. Have to like what we're seeing so far from Foster.
How about his first half? Just easily surpassing his average point total.
On pace for a monster game. Too bad he can't score like this every night.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, a talented young front court duo for the Jazz and Derek Favors and Enes Kanter. This summer, they worked out with Jazz legend Karl Malone, one of the all-time great power forwards in NBA history. Whether it was positioning and a technical trick or just the mental aspects of taking on a star role, guys, you couldn't ask for a better teacher.
No question he can help. Thanks, Doris. Puts it up. Neely gets the bucket. He has 5. Indiana trails by 8. Number 34. Lays it up and banks it in.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Off target with the jump hook.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Passes it to Ray. Here's Perkinson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And there's the pass to Solomon. Cans it from short range. He has 5.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Pass to Ray. He passes to Dennis. Defended by Neely. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dennis. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Back to Williams. He dishes it to Young. Passes it to Neely. But 3, and the shot is good. He's got 8.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Indiana trails by 9. The pass to Dixon. Indiana moving the ball around. Lots of room. And the shot falls short this time.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
Back to Young. Tries it from 19. The shot misses. And Indiana will come the other way. Number 34. And he's good on the 3-ball.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And here's Young from the arc. That is good. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
No good from Ray. Gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Mitchell kicks to Anderson. Tries from 16. Gets it to go. Anderson's got 8 points.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Stolen by Mitchell.
Hammer time.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
That's good.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Neely the pass to Mitchell. The kick out to Anderson. Young outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The away team, they lead by 11. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Indiana trails by 11. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
In the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Pass to Neely. Fires the three. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
Just seems like they've given up far too many points from the three-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
And so it's Indiana with it. Akedia. And Indiana, another three.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And Indiana making a change here. Number 34. A second chance effort. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Now Young. Outside Williams. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Indiana trails by 8. Number 34, defended by Young. Pass to Ray. Again, Indiana. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Here is Williams. After the made shot from Ray. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, really frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
He feeds it to Williams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Anderson, he's checked in for Neely. And Williams no good on that one. Indiana trails by 8. Here's Dennis. Here's Perkinson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Perkinson. One shot.
He's definitely the guy they want at the line in this situation. He loves these kinds of moments.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The pass to Solomon. Got a piece of it. Pass to Ray. Three-pointer, and Indiana, another three.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
On 1 or 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Anderson kicks to Williams. Beyond the arc. But they get it back. Young outside. Now the feed to Anderson. Back to Young. Fires the three. That's good. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're losing by 5. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
Ball's knocked loose. Young with the steal.
You know, since halftime, he's been hesitant with the ball.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Williams and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. Looking to end the run. Here's Ray. Misses the three.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Young dishes to Anderson. Back to Young. The three ball. And good on the basket. Book it. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
For Indiana, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the outcome. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
And so here is Indiana. Rejected by Anderson. Now, here is Young. He's covered closely. He kicks to Williams. Gets it to go.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Number 34. And so the road team gets the W in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.